Now, Stormwatch 12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
A pretty potent storm system off the west coast. It's going to bring us some pretty strong winds into your Wednesday out of the south and southeast. We will see some rain and mountain snow. Snow not going to be a big impact with this system. Snow levels are going to stay rather high, mostly between about 5,500 to 6,500 feet through most of this storm. We do have some returns showing up on radar. This is associated with the warm front. There may be a few raindrops in this, but not much. The main event, the main front that'll bring some heavier precipitation to parts of the region will start to arrive along the coast later tonight. Winds are starting to pick up for parts of the region, mainly our higher elevations and along the coast. Gusts near 30 miles per hour at Mount Sexton, at 22 miles per hour in Gold Beach, and winds will continue to pick up across the region overnight into tomorrow. Current temperatures 45 in Grants Pass, it's 31 in Lakeview, 46 degrees in Mount Shasta, and currently 55 for you folks in Gold Beach. Winds will turn gusty out of the south and southeast across the region tonight, down to 44 in Medford, 36 in Klamath Falls. As those winds pick up, shouldn't see as much of a fog concern developing in our west side valleys like what we saw last night. A very foggy start this morning in the Medford area. Wind advisories in place now for the Rogue Valley and much of Jackson, Josephine, and eastern Curry County through 7 p.m. tomorrow. Also much of the east side under a wind advisory. Gusts here up to 50 miles per hour in these wind advisory areas, but there are some high wind warnings in place for the Shasta Valley. Also parts of the east side as well, where we could see gusts as high as 60 miles per hour in these areas. You can get more details on these wind alerts as well as the forecast on KDRV.com as well. Here's a look at the forecast peak wind gusts later tonight into tomorrow. Some of the strongest winds will be especially into the morning hours tomorrow for much of the region as that main cold front comes on in. But a lot of the region seeing gusts at least up to near 50 miles per hour or so with this storm. Take a look at your Wednesday. Wet and windy for southern Oregon and northern California. Snow mainly staying in our higher elevations, especially above about 5,000 feet. We're not expecting much travel impact, even through the Cascades, maybe up to 1 to 3 inches towards Crater Lake and Diamond Lake. Take a look at the high surf advisory in place through 10 p.m. Thursday along the coast. Could see breaking waves up to 28 feet, especially late tomorrow on into Thursday. Here's Stormcast. Heavy rain, maybe a rumble of thunder in this as we head into tomorrow morning. This is 5 a.m. As we get towards midday, rain, mountain, snow. May need to watch snow levels in southern Siskiyou County. Heavy precipitation could bring some snow even down to Snowman Summit, but not expecting much in the way of accumulation. And then notice how things taper off as we head into Thursday. A little bit of a break in the action before the next storm Friday into Saturday. Rainfall amounts, more of the significant totals will be for the coast and coastal mountains, as well as the Mount Shasta area, maybe pushing between 3/4 up to an inch of rainfall. Light amounts for the east side, not expecting much. When it comes to snowfall, no major travel impacts expected. Lake of the Woods traced to an inch, but Mount Ashland looking at that potential of 3 to 6 inches of snowfall. Next system for the Rogue Valley comes on Friday. We'll get some rain potentially by the evening, but we will see those winds picking up out ahead of it during the day on Friday. Your 7-day forecast as we wrap up 2023 and head into 2024. Heavy rain tomorrow for the coast, also some gusty winds as well, big waves through Thursday. Northern California, wet and windy for your Wednesday. Snow in the higher elevations. We could see snow levels at times dip below 5,000 feet in Siskiyou County. We'll be watching that closely for places like Snowman Summit and even the Mount Shasta area. Klamath Basin, chance for some showers tomorrow, not going to add up to all that much. The big story is going to be those stronger south winds. The mountains wet and windy for your Wednesday, rain and snow. We'll also have some more opportunities at wet and wintry weather into this weekend with that next storm system. And then in the Rogue Valley, rain and wind for your Wednesday, slight chance of a shower on Thursday. Then we'll get another round of wet weather for later Friday into Saturday. Right now, New Year's Day looking dry with highs near 50.